Hello and welcome to Pokemon Part 45. And now, I said before, you can unlock these sort of statues, or awaken them, if you have a Rage Candy Bar in your pocket. And we actually just got one in Icarus City, so yeah, that's something I didn't actually try. But honestly, I'm more than happy with my Darmanitan, with its sheer force ability. So those Darmanians with the sort of Zen mode ability, yeah, don't really interest me. And besides, if I awaken those Pokemon, what will decorate the entrance to this castle? They're like fun little garden gnomes. Now again, this will be our second visit to the Relic Castle. And in this part, we get to actually explore the depths of this area here. And I must say, for a region based off America, Unova is quite diverse. It's got like frosty fields and it's got harsh deserts. Look, I guess it is kind of fitting because America does have a large desert across it. Look, I'm not sure it has any Aztec temples. I don't think so. Anyway, the way this goes, you sort of pick the right hole to go down. If it's the right one, you progress. If not, you sort of have to go back up the stairs and progress again. So that's something I'll give it credit for. This puzzle looks really complex, but it really isn't. Anyway, good TM there, TM30 Shadow Ball. It's a special ghost type move, 80 power I believe, and yeah, it's pretty good. And let's see, yep, I picked the wrong one, but fortunately there's a pair of stairs which takes me straight back to the previous floor. But you should know by now I like to be fairly thorough when it comes to exploring these dungeons. I was thinking of the Pokemon anime where they unlock some ancient Pokeballs and have like a giant Jigglypuff and a giant Gengar. And yeah, that does make you wonder about this universe. Like, does magic exist? And if so, can you have Pokemon captured with magic? It does really bring up an odd question. I mean, it's hard to say since Pokemon games are all set in the modern era. But yeah, there does seem to be a big hint about these ancient civilizations that presumably build temples to worship Pokemon. And here we have a Sunstone, which is quite fitting when you realise what kind of Pokemon is lying on the bottom floor of this temple. And I sort of like the music. It's got sort of an Egyptian feel to it. But as you can see here, when it comes to these areas, oh, looks like I ran too fast there. But essentially, you can walk over them quite slowly, not worry about falling through. Of course, I want to be a stubborn little so-and-so, so yeah, I go back to get my item. Of course, the Team Grunts here, I edit out their fights because again they use the same like sort of Watchhogs and Herdias and so on and so forth. Yes, this time you will be mine item. I have to PP up. Whoop-de-doo. Anyway, when it comes to catching the Pokemon here, it's sort of the same you've seen before, like Yalmask, the Ghost type, and Krokorok. So, yeah, essentially you can just catch like the evolved forms of the Pokemon you've already seen here. So, I would say it's worth picking some of them up, but I guess at this point you should nearly have your final team formed. Of course, we see Alder and Getchis here, probably having an argument of who has the most ridiculous hair. I have the most ridiculous hair, look at it, it's all over the place. No, my hair is more ridiculous, it is green! But anyway, here we have the whole spiel about bringing Pokemon together. But, you know, maybe gets us his lying to us. Maybe he has a secret agenda, perhaps. Yeah, and I kind of like Alder here. They kind of give us a backstory where the Elite Four are really protecting the Pokemon League while he's just wandering around the place. Yeah, and that's kind of a good aspect of Alder. You get the feeling he's a wandering spirit, man. He's like a free spirit. He doesn't obey your rules, man. He goes wherever he wants. Yeah, oh, look at him push past me. Learn some manners, gets it. And here we discuss the fate of the Darkstone, and I'm thinking, come on guys, I'm the hero of this story. Oh, hello Juniper. You know, it's been a while, hasn't it? Now, something I didn't point out before is that if you go back to talk to Juniper at certain points, she will actually give you some TMs. Yep, and I just edit. See, I went back to the Relic Castle to see if I had forgotten anything, so I just edited me returning to the city. And of course this is where we fill our destiny. I am the hero, I am meant to have the Darkstone and awaken the mythical dragon. But yeah, it's nice to see Lenora playing a part in the story here. You know, we don't just meet these gym leaders and then never see them again. And the fact that her gym is also a library also comes into effect. That Darkstone looks like a chocolate. Well done. I thought you guys were meant to be the experts. Oh, and here we're given the last location of the last gym. It's Opal City, which I can't really pronounce. But yep, the next gym will be a dragon-type gym leader, which is very fitting for the story. That, and again, this generation just introduced quite a few dragon types, so it's only fitting that we get a new gym leader and a new gym leader based off the dragon as a type. Although this isn't the first time dragon has been like the last gym in a region. Of course, I'm thinking back to Gen 2 with Lance. But of course, the difference is in this generation, we actually have enough dragon types to make a decent roster for a dragon type gym. But anyway, we do have to go to Icarus City first to make our way to Opal City. Honestly, but when I stop recording again, I will try and learn how to pronounce that name. But anyway, you can see now a blizzard has suddenly come out from nowhere, which might make our transition to this area a little trickier. Now, something I will point out is that we will get surprised by another boss battle with Bianca, and she will send out her state land, which at this point is quite a decent foe. So I did make a point of sending out Jack Black first. That knows a really powerful fighting type move. But you'll see what I mean when we eventually get there. It's it's surprising how much ice troubles me. My Pokemon are about level 40, 41. Yeah, it's a pretty decent level for this point in the game. Again, I'm looking at the name of the city we're going to next, and I think it's Opalucid City. Whatever, anyway. Now time for our battle with Bianca. And of course, first thing she does send out is this rather powerful Stoutland. And at this point, I'm kind of hoping that Jack Black's Hammer Arm will be enough to take out that Pokemon in one go, but it's not. And just keep in mind that Jack Black is actually quite powerful when it comes to attacking, and it's also super effective and super powerful. So yeah, I think that just goes to show how powerful Stoutland really is. He's quite a tough old dog. You know, look at its design. It's got one hell of a righteous mustache. That is an awesome design. I think the one thing that put me off using a Stoutland is the fact that it's a normal type, and I think that's just because you need. I think you need when you get to the later parts of the game, you need to take advantage of super effective type moves. But saying that, I think Stoutland still could have been a good Pokemon to use anyway. It's not Pokemon. It's how you use them that counts. Of course, we're about to see on the team that she now has the Simisear, which is the Fire Elemental Monkey. Which, well, the thing is, I find with Simisear is that he has a cool design, but he's got sort of like a weird pose. Like he looks unsure of himself, like he doesn't know what to do. And of course, now we see the awesome Samurott, a sort of otter based off a samurai. What I find odd about Oshawott's line is that he goes, "Oshawott, do what?" And they're both like these cute otters which stand on two legs. Then you see Samurott, which walks on all four legs. And to me, that seems like an odd thing. It's like the designs don't really match up. It's like Samurott has a good design and Do-What has a good design, but they seem very different from each other. And I'll be honest, I think that sort of change between the Pokemon in its line, it seems odd to me, and it's a bit off-putting if I'm honest. Of course, granted, the thing is with Samurott is that he does actually fight standing on his hind legs. And I think that would have helped if the sprite showed that, because it would have made them look more connected. And also, something you don't see because of the sprite graphics is the fact that Samurott can actually take off its armour and hold them like samurai swords. And again, lots of people have pointed this out, that Samurott, well, considering he's based off a samurai, should really be a fighting type. Yeah, it would have been more interesting than having yet another fire fighting type. But anyway, Samurott is he's a cool looking Pokemon. You can learn water moves, ice moves, and also Horn Drill, which is a really powerful bug type move. That and he's got like a righteous stash. But again, he looks a little odd compared to his previous forms. But anyway, don't get the wrong impression. I don't dislike Samurott. It's just that seems a bit odd to me. Anyway, with Bianca finally dealt with, we can now move on with the rest of the story. And I think it's at this point when Bianca sort of finds a different path in life. Oh, thanks for the kind words, Bianca.